Hey everyone, I'm Error of Error Games, and this is going to be just a quick thing that's a bit different than usual. Normally, I'm just playing around acting like an idiot. Okay, yes, it's acting. It's completely acting. I am not in any way, shape, or form actually yeah, that's actually less acting. Yeah. But anyways, today I'm actually going to be something useful. I'm pulling out a freaking awesome sword. And I should probably preface that by saying stuff about it. This is the Lothric Knight Sword. And it is honestly a much better weapon than I originally thought it was. I thought at first it was just a clone of the longsword you start with, and in many ways it is a longsword clone. It has the same moveset. You know, you can check it out. Yeah, same lunging attack, and even the stances when you have it two-handed are the same, which are still freaking awesome. I love those attacks, and they are what got me past the Swordmaster and that beat him. But overall, though, the thing about this weapon is that it has a few things that are just a little bit better than the longsword. For one, it's a dex weapon. Yeah, this thing scales with dexterity, which, okay, honestly, it's if you like dex, I like dex weapons. I have a personal preference for them because it also plays into spellcasting, so I kind of get a feel for those. I can start dropping things in intellect too early on, but that's just me. What makes this sword so freaking good is that it comes just a little bit different than the standard longsword. For one, it's actually a little longer. Do I have a longsword on? Let's see if I can double equip it. There is longsword +1. Now, just going to switch up weapons. As you can see, there's is there really a good way to try and show this? Alright, okay, if I work it... this is where the point is on the longsword. This is where the point is on this sword. Now, that is not much of a difference in length. But I have found in larger combat situations, just this much more. It goes in a little further, and, I just realized how that sounds. Oh god, it's going to just turn into one giant dick joke the entire review, isn't it? Penis. There, I said, we're done. But still, it does make an AoE situation. It has more area effect. When you're surrounded by a mobs of guys who are generally weak, but there's a lot of them, this sword has a huge advantage over other dex weapons like the Uchigatana, which I love that weapon. It's great, but it doesn't... Because that's a very diagonal weapon, and this has the long horizontal slashing motions, this covers more area. It'll swing further behind you, and very much of the area around you will get hit. So even if you're being mobbed, you're going to stun a good bit of them. Now, if they have higher poise, maybe not. But just general low-level mobs just running you over is not really as much of a problem. The one thing about it, though, that makes this truly superior to the longsword, even with equal stats, which it doesn't have, I should mention. Well, let's put it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Even with the starting amount of... Well, let's see. How much do I have exactly? Let's see. Equipment. Right now, what is it at? I think it's... Endurance is 12. Or is it? Yes. Endurance is 12. I haven't really played around with the stats governing how much I can move. Basic endurance levels. Or, not endurance, the exhaustion? Honestly, I forget what the green bar is called. But yeah, it costs just a little less. So, in general, you can either get more swings out of it than the longsword. Oh, wait, look at that, it takes 5. Oh, that's because I buffed it, yeah. But it takes about the same as the longsword. Now, on the other hand, the other dex weapon that's much more relevant is the Uchigatana. Now, this one is the one that you compare it against because it's another dex weapon. With the Uchigatana, you're going to get maybe 4 good swings out of it. And that was also 5. How much did I buff this without realizing it? Nope, no, that's 4, that's 4. I had it right. And that's not bad, but those are 4, very vertical. It's very much one person's going to get hit. Which isn't bad, but in any situation where there's 2 people, you're going to run out of energy a lot faster than you're going to run out of enemies. With this one, though, it just generally works better. And if you've noticed, the swing speed is actually a little faster. Let's try the Uchigatana as the best comparison. It's big, it's heavy, and it looks cool. The upswing is great. But It runs through your energy really fast. It's only for one person, and while it might hit harder, it's only going to hit one. For strict general gameplay, this actually just works better. It's the Lothric Knight Greatsword, or sorry, not the Greatsword, just the Lothric Knight Sword. And you can get it pretty easily on the wall just by fighting the knights. And since it's an item drop you're going after, it doesn't have to be like you survive all that often. You just have to kill one, run, do it again. Kill one, run, do it again. Eventually, it'll drop. And if you get the armor in the process, great, because that's actually just generally good armor. And I should also mention, when it comes down to strict weight, the Uchigatana actually weighs more than the Lothric Knight Sword, so it's easier to swing, it swings faster, it swings farther than the longsword, which has the same moveset as. It just works well. And as far as stats go, it scales with dexterity, so if you're a Dex build, or someone who likes that, it's going to work out well. It's a good weapon. And to prove it, I'm going to start running around and killing things. And then to realize that that's actually a terrible way to show it, because at this point, everything dies easily. Yeah, see? He doesn't even get close before I swing. Now, a longsword would do that too, which is why it's a terrible demonstration. But as you can see, this is how it looks like in general combat. Oh, I have the energy for that. Let's go up here and see how this works out in a much more interesting setup. Hello. Here's a general jumping attack. Oh wow, I can't believe I just missed that. Let's try that again. Oh dear God, how am I missing that? Better. Ooh, the drop sign. Ooh, firebombs. I actually do like those. Not even joking aside, that's kind of awesome shit. Oh, okay, you didn't die. Oh, I forgot, I'm fat rolling right now with the other sword hooked up. Yeah, that's a thing. Well, still, that's the Lothric Knight Sword, guys. And I should also mention, it just looks so freaking cool. I mean, seriously, check that out. How is that not the coolest sword? Yeah, it's a little tarnished on the blade, but like everything in Dark Souls, it has a freaking gold hilt. Someone took the time to really make this sword look pretty. And it does look so freaking cool. And, you know, the extra length just works out as well. It's just a good starting weapon you can use in a Dex build early on in the game. It's not hard to get. You just gotta fight the knights. And there's plenty of them, and you're gonna have to fight them to go to the first boss. I can't sing this sword's praises enough. And if you want to respec it, you can always use a fire gem later on, because it's... Now, I will mention, the one hard part is you gotta have a drop of it. So you're gonna be taking a bit of time fighting the knights. But, if you have high luck, or you just are lucky, you'll get it, and you won't regret it. This is a really fun weapon to use. So, hope that helped, hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.